Good morning, listeners, and welcome to the Trade Talk podcast. Here we talk about indices, stocks, and macroeconomics. If we start with global markets, then there back to back for the second day, we saw substantial recovery in the US markets. Dow Jones and Nasdaq are rebounding from lower levels. However, they are still far away from recent highs. The positive factor that can support the emerging markets in the current week is bond yield, which is cooling off from the highs of 1.69. Currently, it is at 1.62, and the dollar index is at 90.3035. It was around 90.89. Today, Asian markets are trading in the positive territory, and the Singapore Nifty is up more than 70 points. For our markets, our take is to buy on dips. The broader trading range should be between 14,400 and 15,050 on the high side. We are of the view that the market is forming triangle formation. For the day, the range should be 14,800 on the higher side and 14,500 on the downside. On Friday, we saw one dip below the levels of 14,600, but there we saw strong rejection, and again market closed very close to the levels of 14,700, where the market has spent maximum time in the current corrective pattern. So 14,700, 730 is acting as equilibrium level for the market. It is falling to the important support, and again it is rebounding back to the equilibrium level, or even if it is hitting the highs, it again comes down to the equilibrium level, and that is why 14.7 is now going to act as trade decider level, or there like again we have to redesign our trading strategy. So for the day, if we see the market again starts trading around 14,800 or 790 levels, then there we need to be careful, because then it will be highest point of the trading range. But yes, because the markets are in the range, we need to be stock specific, and based on their individual formation we need to trade. We saw a recovery in those stocks where the action was completely muted or missing, like ITC did well, Reliance recovered from the lower levels, State Bank was doing well, and few FMCG stocks. So in the current week again we are expecting further more activity from Reliance Industries as well as State Bank of India. State Bank is going to announce its quarterly numbers on Friday. Tata Motors looks good because there also quarterly announcement is going to come in the current week. So that will keep the stock into action and in momentum. So Tata Motor looks good along with Reliance and State Bank of India. From the middle basket, we like Hindustan Zinc, Tata Steel as well as JSW Steel. They have corrected from their immediate highs, so we need to be buyer in these stocks with a medium term view, or if there is any specific reversal formation. From the pharmaceutical basket, we like Lupin, Cipla, and finally from the auto basket we are going to focus on Escorts. So these are the stock on which we need to focus. For the Bank Nifty, 32,100, 32,500 should be the range, and close to 32,500 again we can expect some profit taking or liquidation of long position. So Bank Nifty is under pressure, but and the reason is because private banks are not performing. PSU banks are really doing well. Bank of Baroda, Bank of India as well as State Bank did well in the previous week, and if these stocks are going to perform, then we can expect some recovery, but we need some participation from private banks also, and in that particular space we are focusing on ICICI Bank. Friends, that's all from my side. With this, I am ending today's morning podcast. Thank you very much for listening in, and have a great day to all of you.